Hello, automotive lovers! Meet me again on the AutoFix Problem Channel. Lately, there have been many complaints about problems that often haunt vehicle owners, especially those who use automatic transmissions. What is it? Damage to the transmission solenoid, which is a crucial component in smooth and efficient gear shifting. Often goes unnoticed until symptoms appear that interfere with driving comfort and even safety. As someone who is involved in the automotive world, I understand very well how important it is to recognize the early indications of this potential problem. Therefore, let's discuss together the 10 main symptoms that you should be aware of as a signal of a problem with your car's transmission solenoid. Understanding these early symptoms is a crucial step in keeping your vehicle's automatic transmission in prime condition. So, what are the 10 important symptoms that you need to know as an indication of a problem with the transmission solenoid? Let's see the full review below. If this information is useful to you, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you have a similar experience or further questions regarding transmission problems. We are ready to help. Number 1. Check engine light. The first warning sign on your dashboard. When your check engine light comes on your dashboard, it's not just an annoying light. It's your vehicle's way of letting you know that something is wrong under the hood. And your transmission is one of the major systems closely monitored by your engine control unit, ECU, or transmission control module, TCM. The diagnostic trouble codes stored when this light comes on are very important. Codes in the range of P0750 to P0799 often point directly to a specific shift solenoid labeled A, B, C, and so on, or its wiring. Understanding these codes helps your mechanic know exactly which solenoid is at fault and what type of problem it is, such as a short or open, or if the solenoid is not functioning properly. Don't ignore this light. Continuing to drive with a known solenoid problem can lead to bigger and more expensive problems with your transmission down the road. Number 2. Gear shift delay. Sluggish transitions and their consequences. Ever feel like your transmission is a little sluggish when shifting gears? That's a gear shift delay. When solenoids are slow to react, maybe they're gummed up from old transmission fluid or partially seized. They can't direct the hydraulic fluid quickly enough to engage the right gear. This hesitation can not only make your driving experience less smooth, but also cause extra wear and tear on the clutches and bands inside the transmission as they slip for longer than they should. Plus, your engine might rev higher than necessary during the delay, which isn't great for fuel economy. Number 3. Transmission won't shift gears. Stuck in one speed. Taking it a step further, a really serious symptom is when your transmission flat out refuses to shift. This usually happens when one or more solenoids are completely stuck, either open or closed. If the solenoid responsible for activating the next gear is jammed shut, the hydraulic fluid can't do its job, and you'll be stuck in whatever gear you're currently in. This can severely limit your speed and acceleration, and it's definitely not a comfortable or safe way to drive. Number 4. Limp Mode. Your transmission's built-in damage control. When the TCM detects a major problem with a solenoid that could seriously damage the transmission, or even put you in a risky driving situation, it'll often kick the car into limp mode, sometimes called safety mode. This is a protective measure that limits the transmission's operation, usually locking it into a lower gear, like second or third, and restricting your speed and engine RPMs. Think of it as your car telling you, "Danger. Get me to a shop now before things get worse." Ignoring limp mode can lead to permanent and expensive transmission failure. Number 5. Rough or jerky. Shifting. A sign of poor fluid control. If your gear changes feel harsh, abrupt, or like the car is lurching, that's a strong indication that the solenoids aren't precisely controlling the flow of hydraulic fluid. A dirty, partially stuck, or electrically faulty solenoid can send the fluid pressure to the clutches or bands too quickly or too slowly, causing a jarring engagement. Besides being uncomfortable, this constant rough shifting puts undue stress on the transmission components and can shorten their lifespan. Number 6. Feeling like neutral. During acceleration, a momentary loss of power. Ever press the gas and feel like your car momentarily loses power or slips into neutral? This can happen when a solenoid momentarily fails to maintain the correct fluid pressure to keep the current gear engaged, or doesn't smoothly engage the next gear before releasing the previous one. This hesitation in power delivery can be unsettling and even dangerous, especially when you need to accelerate quickly to merge or pass. Number 7. High engine RPMs. Without acceleration, wasted energy and potential overheating. When you hit the gas, but your engine just revs up without a significant increase in speed, it's a sign that the transmission might be slipping internally due to a faulty solenoid not properly locking in the gears. The engine's power isn't being efficiently transferred to the wheels, and this creates friction and heat inside the transmission. Not only does this kill your fuel economy, but it can also lead to overheating of the transmission fluid and internal components, potentially causing more serious damage down the line. Number 8. Poor fuel economy. The unseen cost of transmission trouble. A properly functioning automatic transmission is designed to select the most efficient gear for your speed, engine load, and driving style to maximize fuel economy. When shift solenoids malfunction and cause the transmission to operate frequently in the wrong gear or to slip, your engine will have to work harder and at less efficient RPMs to achieve and maintain your desired speed. This inefficiency directly translates to a noticeable decrease in your car's miles per gallon, adding an unexpected cost to your regular driving. Number 9. Transmission. Stuck in one gear, limited mobility and increased strain. Sometimes, instead of not shifting at all, your transmission might also get stuck in a single gear. For example, you might be limited to third gear, and the transmission won't upshift or downshift, no matter the driving conditions. This severely restricts your ability to drive normally and can put excessive strain on the engine and transmission components that aren't being used as intended. Number 10. Strange noises from the transmission. Listen for trouble brewing. Unusual sounds coming from the area of your transmission, like a whine, clunk, hiss, or growl, can be a heads up that there's a mechanical or hydraulic problem brewing inside. While these noises might not always be directly caused by a bad solenoid, the improper way a faulty solenoid operates can put abnormal pressure or fluid flow on other parts, leading to these weird sounds. Ignoring these strange noises can delay getting a diagnosis for a more serious issue and potentially lead to much more expensive damage down the line. It's always a good idea to have a mechanic check out any unusual sounds your car is making, especially from the transmission. So, those are 10 important symptoms you need to be aware of in your car's transmission solenoid. Hopefully, this information is useful and helps you keep your vehicle in top condition. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if it is useful. See you in the next video with other automotive issues.